Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the news at 9. The headlines. Government files affidavit in the Supreme Court in the Rafale fighter jet case, says petitioners are guilty of leaking sensitive information. Apex Court to hear the case tomorrow. UN Security Council to take up issue of banning the JeM Chief tonight. US says Masood Azhar meets the criteria to be designated as a global terrorist. BJP delegation meets Election Commission, demands declaring entire West Bengal as super sensitive. Mamta Banerjee criticises the move. Congress President Rahul Gandhi says his party will implement minimum income guarantee scheme if voted to power. British Parliament to vote tonight to decide if UK should leave European Union without any deal. And in cricket, India struggling to chase 273 target to win fifth and final ODI against Australia in New Delhi. The government today filed an affidavit in the Supreme Court in the Rafale case. The centre told the Apex Court that documents filed by the petitioners seeking review of its Rafale deal verdict are sensitive to national security. The affidavit filed by the Defence Ministry said those who conspired in photocopying the papers have committed a crime and put the security in jeopardy by leaking them. The ministry said internal inquiries underway over the leakage of sensitive documents, and it is of utmost concern to the central government to find out where the leakage took place. The affidavit said the documents attached by the petitioners, former Union Ministers Yashwant Sinha and Arun Shourie and Advocate Prashant Bhushan, relate to work capacity of the combat aircraft. It said the documents have been widely circulated and available to the country's enemy and adversaries. The government said the documents unauthorizedly produced to petitioners are exempt from disclosure under Right to Information Act. The Apex Court is set to hear the review plea on the Rafale case tomorrow. The court was hearing petitions seeking review of its December 14, 2018 verdict in which it gave a clean chit to the government in the deal with France for procurement of 36 Rafale fighter jets. The Congress and the JDS, which formed the coalition government in Karnataka, have decided to continue the tie-up in the Lok Sabha election. AICC President Rahul Gandhi and JDS National Secretary General Danish Ali met in Cochin today and have agreed for an electoral alliance. Congress will contest from 20 Lok Sabha seats and JDS will field its candidates in 8 seats according to the agreement between the two parties. Leaders of Opposition Grand Alliance of Bihar today held a meeting in New Delhi to finalize the seat-sharing arrangement for 40 Lok Sabha seats in the state. The meeting, which took place at Congress leader K.C. Venugopal's residence, was attended by RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav, RLSP chief Upendra Kushwaha, Hindustani Awam Morcha leader Jitan Ram Majhi, Congress state in charge Shakti Singh Gohil and other leaders of the alliance. Bihar will go to Lok Sabha polls in 7 phases starting from the 11th of next month. A BJP delegation led by Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad met the Election Commission in New Delhi this afternoon. Briefing media later, the minister said the party has requested the commission to declare all of West Bengal as super sensitive. He said they have asked for deployment of central observers in the state during the Lok Sabha polls.
हमने उनसे मांग की है पूरे बंगाल को सुपर सेंसिटिव डिक्लेयर किया जाए, सारे बूथ पर सेंट्रल फोर्सेस का डिप्लॉयमेंट किया जाए, वहां पर मीडिया को भी आजादी नहीं दी जाती है अपनी बात कहने की। तो हमने ये भी आग्रह किया है कि वहां मीडिया सबको फ्रीली अवेलेबल हो, लोकतंत्र के लिए जरूरी है, इसलिए बंगाल के लिए चुनाव आयोग एक मीडिया ऑब्जर्वर भी अपॉइंट करे।
West Bengal Chief Minister and Trinamool Congress President Mamta Banerjee has criticized the BJP's demand before the Election Commission to declare the state as sensitive. She said in Kolkata this is an insult to the people of the state. BJP has also demanded withdrawal of former Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar from election duty. Mr. Prasad added that BJP has also requested the EC to take action against Congress President Rahul Gandhi for levelling unverified allegations against the Prime Minister yesterday in Ahmedabad when the Model Code of Conduct is already in effect. BJP today dragged Congress President Rahul Gandhi and his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra into alleged corruption involving land deals. Citing a media report, party leader and Union Minister Smriti Irani told reporters in New Delhi that Robert Vadra is merely a mask in the controversial land deals and his brother-in-law Rahul Gandhi is the real face. Referring to the report, Mrs. Irani claimed that Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra purchased land in a deal involving persons who are under Enforcement Directorate scanner. Senior BJP leader and Union Minister Arun Jaitley today attacked Congress over the issue of corruption. He said if a forensic audit of Congress's first family's capital creation is conducted, the facts will speak for themselves. He alleged that prior to May 2014, corridors of North Block and Udyog Bhavan used to be flooded with businessmen and industrialists. Endorsing Jaitley's blog, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a tweet said, "In New India, there is no place for middlemen, no tolerance for corruption, and no fake beneficiaries swindling away resources." Congress President Rahul Gandhi has said that his party will implement minimum income guarantee scheme if voted to power in the Lok Sabha elections. Talking to reporters in Chennai this afternoon, he said the present form of GST would be simplified if Congress comes back to power.
After 2019, there will be nobody in India below the minimum income line. We will decide a minimum income line and everybody will be brought up to that minimum income line by a direct cash transfer into the bank account.
He alleged that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has bypassed the due process of negotiations by running parallel talks in Rafale deal. Election Commission has called a meeting of central observers in New Delhi tomorrow. The meeting has been held to brief the central observers about the roles and responsibilities while on election duty. An official said Chief Election Commissioner Sunil Arora, along with Election Commissioners Ashok Lavasa and Sushil Chandra, will brief the observers. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
आज प्लास्टिक पोल्यूशन से नदियों और समुद्र में मछलियां और कछुए मर रहे हैं और सड़कों पर मवेशी भी। पर आप चाहें तो इसे रोक सकते हैं अपना डोनेशन देकर। डोनेशन देने के लिए अगली बार जब बाजार जाएं तो कपड़े या जूट का बैग साथ ले जाएं और प्लास्टिक का बैग इस्तेमाल ना करें।
आपका ये छोटा सा डोनेशन है पर्यावरण में बड़ा योगदान और यही है आपका ग्रीन गुड डीड। ग्रीन गुड डीड्स मतलब कुछ हरे भरे काम अपनी धरती के नाम। पर्यावरण, वन एवं जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय द्वारा पर्यावरण हित में जारी।
देखो देखो घड़ी है ये, सुनी तन्हा पड़ी है ये, जो समय का पूरा खेल है, दूजे हाथ बिना वो फेल है। कुछ ऐसा ही लोकतंत्र है, सब शामिल हो इसका मंत्र है। मतदान हर महिला का अधिकार, वो हर जगह बराबर की हकदार। तो बढ़ चढ़कर आगे आइए, जनतंत्र का फर्ज निभाइए। कोई भी महिला वोट देने से चूके ना। याद रहे इस महात्योहार एक भी वोटर छूटे ना।
For more information, log on to nvsc.in or call voter helpline 1950. महात्योहार है, भारत निर्वाचन आयोग द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
United Nations Security Council UNSC is taking up the issue of banning the JeM Chief Azhar Masood as a deadline to raise objections to the proposal to designate him as a global terrorist ends tonight. The proposals under the 1267 Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee of the UNSC was moved by US, France and UK last month after JeM claimed responsibility for the Pulwama terror attack. The committee makes its decisions by consensus of its members. All eyes are on China, which has in the past blocked India's bids to get Masood Azhar listed as a UN-designated global terrorist. According to the listing rules of the Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee, if no objection is received by the end of the stipulated period, the decision will be deemed adopted, meaning that Azhar will become a UN-designated global terrorist. The UNSC will subject Azhar to an assets freeze, travel ban and an arms embargo. Earlier, the United States has said Pakistan-based JeM Chief meets the criteria to be designated as a global terrorist by the United Nations. Talking to reporters at his daily news conference in Washington, State Department Deputy Spokesperson Robert Palladino said US and India work together closely on counter-terrorism efforts, and that includes at the UN.
JeM is a United Nations designated terrorist group. Azhar is the founder and the leader of JeM, and he meets the criteria for designation by the United Nations. JeM has been responsible for numerous terrorist attacks and is a threat to regional stability and peace. We will continue to work with the Sanctions Committee to ensure that the designation list is updated and accurate.
India and US have asked Pakistan to meaningfully address the concerns of the international community on terrorism, including cross-border terrorism. Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale and the US Under-Secretary of State for Political Affairs David Hale held Foreign Office consultations in Washington and discussed the issue of terrorism. An official statement said both sides exchanged views on building convergencies in the Indo-Pacific and agreed to work with each other and regional partners to promote inclusivity, stability, peace and prosperity in the region. The first meeting between India and Pakistan to discuss and finalize the modalities for Kartarpur corridor will be held at the Atari Wagah Indian site tomorrow. India has also proposed that a technical level discussion on the alignment of the corridor be held tomorrow on the sidelines of the meeting. This has been done in keeping with the government's decision to operationalize the Kartarpur corridor on the occasion of the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev. The British Parliament will vote on a new motion tonight to decide if the UK should leave the European Union EU within the 29th of this month's deadline without any deal in place. Prime Minister Theresa May made the statement last night, soon after she suffered yet another massive Parliament defeat over her Brexit deal. MPs overwhelmingly rejected the agreement by 149 votes, leaving the deadline for the deal hanging in the balance. Legislators in the House of Commons voted against the deal by 391 to 242. The first meeting of the three-member Mediation Committee on the Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid land dispute case was held at Ayodhya today. The committee, headed by former Supreme Court Judge Justice Fakir Muhammad Ibrahim Khalifullah, was attended by panel members, spiritual guru Sri Sri Ravi Shankar and senior advocate Sri Ram Panchu and several litigants from both sides. The meeting will resume tomorrow. Last week, a 5-judge constitution bench of the Supreme Court, headed by Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi, referred the case to a panel for mediation, saying the proceedings should be conducted with utmost confidentiality. Defending champion India have defeated Maldives by 6-0 in the 5th South Asian Football Federation SAF Women's Championship. A report.
Indian girls dominated the first half. Dangmai Grace put defending champion into the lead in 8 minutes of the match. Within 5 minutes, Sandhya Ranganathan scored second goal. Later, Indumati Sanju and Ratnabala Devi helped Team India to take comfortable 5-0 lead in the first half. The tempo of the game slowed down in the second half. In the last minute of the match, Sanju added India's 6th goal of the evening. India has remained unbeaten in SAF Championship and it has won the trophy 4 times so far. Rajkumar, AIR News, Kathmandu.
In cricket, Australia have clinched the 5-match ODI series against India 3-2. Chasing a victory target of 273 runs, India were all out for 237 runs in 50 overs in the final and deciding ODI at the Firozshah Kotla Stadium in Delhi. Indian vice-captain Rohit Sharma today completed 8,000 runs in ODI cricket. He made 56 runs. Earlier electing to bat after winning the toss, Australia made 272 runs in the stipulated 50 overs, losing 9 wickets. Usman Khwaja top scored with 100. Bhubaneswar Kumar took 3 wickets. Ravindra Jadeja and Mohammad Shami shared 2 wickets each and Kuldeep Yadav claimed 1. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Government files affidavit in the Supreme Court in the Rafale fighter jet case, says petitioners are guilty of leaking sensitive information. Apex Court to hear the case tomorrow. UN Security Council to take up issue of banning the JeM Chief tonight. US says Masood Azhar meets the criteria to be designated as a global terrorist. BJP delegation meets Election Commission demands declaring entire West Bengal as super sensitive. Mamta Banerjee criticises the move. Congress President Rahul Gandhi says his party will implement minimum income guarantee scheme if voted to power. British Parliament to vote tonight to decide if UK should leave European Union without any deal. And in cricket, Australia defeat India by 35 runs in the 5th ODI in New Delhi clean series 3-2. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.